We live in an environment that demands peak mental performance for 8, sometimes 10 hours a day, all while operating under chronic stress. Your body reacts to this pressure mechanically. Shoulders lock, breathing gets shallow, and you end up with white knuckles on the steering wheel or the edge of your desk. When you ask for advice on how to handle this, you usually get the same blanket prescription: just meditate. But taking a highly restless, heavily caffeinated person and forcing them to sit in absolute silence for 20 minutes creates severe internal friction. You try to sit still, your mind rebels, you quit after 3 days, and conclude you're bad at meditating. If you look at this friction test, the roadblocks are obvious. You can't sit still, your mind actually races faster when you close your eyes, or you just fall asleep. Buddhist meditation provides a diverse toolkit of purely functional, mechanical techniques. Building a consistent habit requires you to identify your specific symptom of burnout and apply the exact mechanical technique designed to address it. Let's start with the knowledge worker. You spend your day processing massive amounts of data, leaving you with severe cognitive overload. Mindfulness and breathing meditation function as cognitive redirection tools. The mechanics are straightforward. You find a comfortable seated position and repeatedly redirect your attention away from distracting thoughts, anchoring your focus solely on your breath or your immediate physical surroundings. Doing this systematically quiets the mental noise and trains your brain to sustain concentration for longer periods. By practicing how to ignore irrelevant data, students and professionals can process daily information with far less mental fatigue. The trade-off here is a steep learning curve. These practices demand a high tolerance for initial mental resistance. If you are operating with severe, untreated stress, forcing your body into absolute stillness can cause a temporary spike in anxiety. Breathing and mindfulness serve as an effective cognitive reset, provided you can push through that initial wall of internal resistance. The second burnout profile is somatic stress. Mental pressure converts directly into physical tension, like tight necks, heavy jaw clenching, and sharp headaches. To address this, we use the body scan meditation to force physical downregulation. In this matrix, inputs and outputs are specific. Lie down, scanning attention from head to feet. By releasing discomfort in individual muscles, you sever the feedback loop between physical tension and mental anxiety. The risk is posture. Lying down makes you susceptible to falling asleep. The body scan clears desk-bound tension and combats insomnia at night, making it the right tool for physical release, but a poor choice for a mid-workday energy recharge. Then there is the Restless optimizer. If sitting still for 15 minutes causes your anxiety to spike, traditional seated practices will fail. Walking meditation practice involves moving slowly and deliberately, rolling your foot from heel to toe with every single step. Instead of attempting absolute stillness, you use the physical sensation of your steps, your breathing, and your bodily movement as the anchor for your attention. This physical rhythm overrides distracting thoughts, keeping you grounded in the present moment without the claustrophobia of a chair. It requires physical space and a degree of privacy, and the constant movement yields a shallower state of physiological rest compared to sitting. Walking meditation offers a practical loophole for anyone whose primary barrier to mindfulness is the act of sitting down. Finally, we have interpersonal burnout. This affects individuals dealing with constant client demands, management stress, or conflict-driven anger. Loving kindness, or Metta meditation, is a specialized practice built specifically for emotional regulation rather than pure focus. The mechanics involve repeating positive scripts and wishing for peace and well-being. You start by directing these thoughts toward yourself, then slowly extend them outward to loved ones, and eventually to everyone else. This active repetition physically downregulates anger and frustration, building up your capacity for empathy. The hurdle here is that wishing well upon others can feel highly inauthentic or emotionally draining at first, particularly if you work in a toxic environment. Metta serves as a specific antidote for people fatigue, designed to pull you out of emotional exhaustion and return you to a neutralized, stable baseline. Most meditation attempts fail because people fight their current physiological state, instead of selecting a tool that works with it. This decision tree maps your primary roadblock directly to the correct technique. If you physically cannot sit still, bypass the friction entirely and use walking meditation. If you are dealing with heavy data fatigue and information overload, apply breathing meditation for a targeted cognitive reset. When stress locks up your neck and shoulders, use the body scan to force immediate physical downregulation. And if you are exhausted from managing people and resolving conflicts, use loving kindness to reset your emotional baseline. Look closely at your most severe symptoms today and pick the single path that offers the least resistance. Consistency on a simple, properly matched technique will always yield better results than failing at a mismatched practice.